Sorry to interrupt you, but I want to ask because you are right there and it's a terrible, terrible disaster zone. And you're in your car. Why are you in your car?
I am. Well, since the earthquake struck at 4:17, and since then, all of us, all the residents of the southeastern provinces of Turkey that have been hardest hit have found it hard to go back to their homes. We've had approximately 250 aftershocks. So people are feeling like it's safer to be out in the open, despite the extreme weather conditions that you spoke about. All of us are feeling that it's safer to be in our cars, for the night. We are expecting more aftershocks, so it is deemed to be safer.
Gosh, I mean, I can only imagine what you must be going through. The IRC, Turkey head, has said, again, appealing to the international community and anybody who can to send critical funds and life-saving support, quote, before it's too late. What kind of a time frame are you operating on? We've seen people being pulled out alive, thank God, but we also know that there are many who are desperate to be taken out before it's too late.
Sure. I mean, time is of the essence. Every minute counts. We know that there are approximately 11,000 buildings that have collapsed. And with every passing minute, there are people who can be saved from under the rubble. Already, we've seen Turkey in its coordination bodies has saved approximately 8,000 persons. So every minute counts. If we can save more lives, now is the time to do it. With the winter conditions that we have, the snow of last week, the rain of this week, we can expect that people will not survive under the rubble for much longer.
And Shireen, as bad as it is where you are, it must be just as bad, if not maybe worse, across the border in Syria, which has already got so much of its critical health and other infrastructure bombed to smithereens by the Russians and the Syrians during the war. We're hearing now that the UN in Syria, UNICEF, is saying that hospitals there are absolutely overloaded. That's coming from Aleppo.
That's correct. Aleppo and Idlib have been the hardest hit. What we do know, Kристиан, is that some of the smaller towns have been completely wiped out. So they are no longer on the map, which is significant. Prior to this earthquake, already, as you mentioned, the infrastructure was decimated: hospitals, schools, roads, homes. Right now, the urban centers of northwest Syria are the ones who are more heavily impacted than the informal tented settlements that are scattered across the northwest. So it is understandable that, population centers are the ones that are experiencing the greatest damage. The situation before the earthquake was dire, catastrophic, and now it is even more so.